this time, I bring you the Slim Reaper, Mr. Zay Vega. Zay, brother.
Yes, sir.
NAWA matchmakers.
Here we go.
Here we go is right. They're always getting creative on us.
Always.
They have entered you in a fatal four-way match. Steve Allen, Dre White, and a man, the myth, the legend himself, Max Carnage.
Oh, I could have swore last time we talked I thought I was done with everybody with the last name Allen. But here's what we'll do. I feel like one-on-one, I've proved myself that I'm a worthy champion. I've lost count of how long me and Gina has been on this nice long honeymoon we've been on, but it's been a nice long one. So I figured it was about time they were going to throw some curveball. And I'm up for the challenge. You got Steve Allen, the most punchable face in NAWA. You got Max Carnage, where, just to kind of, let people a little bit on the inside, one of my best friends. But you got Dre White. Now, I don't know if the people have forgotten, but I haven't forgotten. Dre, I still owe you a rematch as well. Here you are. If you feel like this is your opportunity to take Gina back, there's no way I'm letting the Allen brother get their hands on this. And Max Carnage, I love you, brother, but it ain't happening. I am NAWA. And now I get a chance to show not one, not two, 3 people exactly what I mean. Stay tuned.
Well, we just heard from the NAWA television champion, the Slim Reaper, Zay Vega. He is putting Gina on the line right here this week in a 4-way scramble match with 3 other challengers. The odds are stacked against the champion, Zay Vega, but will he prevail here against 3 other guys in a 4-way scramble match? We're going to toss it now to Guy Tonight. He's standing by with all 3 other competitors in this 4-way scramble for the NAWA television title.
At this time, my next special guest, they have accused me of glazing all over. He is the sensational one, Mr. Dre White. Dre, brother, good to have you back at NAWA. And after a string of victories, you have been entered in a 4-way scramble match. And with one man you know very well, the current NAWA television champion, Mr. Zay Vega. Now, in a 4-way scramble, it's not necessarily the match you were looking for your rematch clause, one-on-one would say, but you still have a shot to reclaim your gold. Let's hear it, brother.
That's right, Guy. It's not the shot that I wanted, Zay Vega, one-on-one, me and him, mano with mano, but in this 4-way scramble, there is no championship advantage. So anybody could get the 1, 2, 3 at any time. Max Carnage, he's got that miss, and I know about it. And Steven Allen, he's got a whole flock of crew with him, So I'm going to have my head on a swivel in that match and walk out of the arena the new champion.
GT here on the scene at the Mark Henderson Arena in Morganton, North Carolina. At this time, my next guest, they know him as the man, the myth, the legend, Max Carnage. Now, he's been banned for 1 full year with the NAWA. He doesn't acknowledge it exactly. All right, Maxie, let's cut to brass taxes. At this time, you are in a 4-way scramble match for the NAWA Television Championship. Yes, the Big Red, held by one Zay Vega.
Well, you mentioned, yes, I was banned from the NAWA, but first, let me be the first to say it is very nice to be back here at the North American Wrestling Alliance. And yes, 4-way scramble match for the NAWA Television Championship right here in Morganton, North Carolina. Zay Vega, me and you have a wild history. Along with me and you, Dre. Steve Allen, the last time me and you met in this squared circle, you robbed me of the NAWA Tag Team Championships. And now you're qualified for the Television Championship? I don't think so. I'm going to make sure you, Dre, and Zay Vega don't walk out of here Television Champion tonight. You got that?
GT here. I'm not in Allentown. I am standing here in Morganton, North Carolina, and I could be standing next to the next NAWA television champion, Steve Allen.
I want you to restart that. And I want you to say you are standing to the next TV champion. Restart. Try it again, guy.
I'm standing here, perhaps, next to the next NAWA
Guy?
television
Did you just say
champion.
perhaps? Try it again. Say you are standing to the next TV champion. One more time, guy.
Wait, hold on. Do I really have to say that? All right. NAWA fans, this could be, perhaps, your next NAWA television champion, Steve Allen.
I'm gonna let that slide. Just because you're a smaller guy than me, and I know I could beat you up in half a second. So I'm gonna let it slide because you think you're tough. You think you can say whatever you want, and that's fine. Because one of these days, I'm gonna humble you, and it's gonna be real bad. But today, I humbled 3 other competitors, 3 men who say Steve doesn't deserve anything. I'm pretty sure if I take it, it's mine. Just like this hat. I found this hat, which means it's mine. I'm gonna find that TV title, and it's gonna be mine.
Well, we've heard from all 4 competitors in this 4-way scramble for the NAWA Television Championship. Will Zay Vega be able to overcome the odds and defeat 3 other men and retain the NAWA TV title? Only time will tell. That matchup is coming up right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. But first, before we get to the ring for action, we're going to toss it back to guy tonight. He's standing by with the throwback, Curtis Robertson.
NAWA GT here. Don't mind me, I'm going old school. In this corner, to my left, from Brooklyn, New York, the throwback at a lean, mean 230 pounds, the #1 contender for the NAWA Carolinas Championship. I give you Curtis Robertson.
Guy, I'm glad you said #1 because we're talking about Mr. #1, George South, the current NAWA Carolina champion. Another thing people don't know about George South, also trained the throwback, showed me how to do wrestling here. But now we're going to face each other for that prestigious championship, and there's going to be 2 things that change hands. #1, the first thing that's going to change hands is that Carolina's title is coming home to throwback. And the second thing that's going to change hands is going to be a new Mr. #1. Because to beat a man, you got to beat the man, George South. And when I beat you, not only am I going to be the Carolina's champion, I'm going to be the new Mr. #1. So it's going to go Paul Jones, George South, and then the throwback, the #1 throwback, Curtis Robertson.
Well, we just heard from the throwback Curtis Robertson as he prepares for his huge match against the NAWA Carolinas heavyweight champion, the wrestling legend himself, Mr. #1 George South. That's going to be right here on the show this week. Can Curtis Robertson become the new Mr. #1 and the new NAWA Carolinas heavyweight champion? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for that huge match for the NAWA Carolinas heavyweight championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are down in the ring now for a huge 4-way scramble match for the NAWA television title as the champion Zay Vega has to defend it against 3 other challengers, Dre White, Steve Allen, and the poisonous one, Max Carnage. Curtis is the champion. He looks loose, he looks like he's having fun, but it's time to get down to some serious business.
Yeah, if I'm Zay Vega, I'm not loving this because I can lose my title and not be involved in the pinfall of the submission. I don't really like as a champion. When I'm a champion, I don't like these kind of matches because it puts the champion at a disadvantage. You work so hard to become a champion, so you have the champion's advantage, and it's not here this time. So if I'm him, I wouldn't be smiling right now. I'd be pretty upset.
He was very reluctant, but jokingly wanting to not give that television title over. Look at a thief as always. They stole all the belts before. Look here, all the former champions got that belt now that he was associated with for a long time.
Yeah, touching the title before you win, it's bad luck in some circles.
Well, and there you go. See
Real
those,
no-no.
the Dre White, Zay Vega feud Still got a fire there. You know, Dre never really got a rematch against Zay. And this is, I guess technically this would be it, but I mean, I'd kind of be pissed off if that was me.
Dre has a gripe too. He as the champion, you know, if he had a rematch clause in his contract, he should get the same kind of match he lost the title in, not have to fight 3 other men.
Well, the bell's rung, and the title is on the line, and look at Steve Allen. He's saying this match should just be between me and you, and he's going to be the champion. Where's that stupid cowboy hat he had on?
Oh, he can't wrestle with a hat on.
He just spit a loogie in the face of the champion. If I were these other two guys, I'd roll them up. I wouldn't let them just have their moment. Punched him.
Big shot.
Yeah, took him right off his feet. Now he's getting one from everybody, a couple of them for everybody. Now what's Carnage going to do here?
Oh my goodness, that was
Christ.
up for a super kick.
That came out of nowhere.
Steve's out on his feet.
Big snapmare. Now Dre White getting in on the action as well, and I think the consensus is that everybody hates Steve Allen.
This has turned into a handicap match.
You hate Steve Allen too? I do.
Nah, I don't hate Steve Allen.
Well, they all do. I do. The fans do. Why don't you?
Well, you know, this. Sometimes you bond with your brothers in wrestling. Steve and I. Oh my goodness! Right in the post.
We don't want to hear your sobs.
Oh boy!
Look here, the suplex from Dre White, but didn't get
Almost
the 3
got
count.
3.
Now look here, Carnage just choking Allen out on the floor. The action is everywhere. I don't know how our official John Harkey's going to keep control of this matchup, but
he's not. He's not.
He's going to have to keep his focus on the inside of the ring as Dre White goes for a pinfall attempt there. And again, as you can see in the background, Max Carnage and Steve Allen continuing to fight on the floor. Not a good strategy, if you ask me.
You can't win the title out there.
Definitely cannot win the title, and I guess Max Carnage heard you because he's back in the ring now.
What's he thinking here? Oh boy! Hit everybody.
Big axe handle for both men, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and now Dre White and Max Carnage squaring off. Curtis, one of these men could be our new television champion here.
I think that would. I don't know what that would do to the ratings.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter to the ratings because you know we don't get ratings.
Well, you know, the views.
Well, it doesn't matter because look there at Steve Allen coming back in there and taking control of the match now himself. You know, everybody hates Steve Allen.
I know. I think this would make the views go way up if he won. So maybe he should.
You know, he wears a 6.5 boot.
Whoa, that's tight.
Well, that's what he told me.
That is.
Oh God, throws him hard into that buckle. All 4 men are back in now. Oh, and it looks like the target's back on Steve Allen once again because you know everybody hates Steve Allen.
He's taking a beating here.
Everybody hates him.
Yeah, clearly, this is. Whenever I see everybody ganging up on one person like this, I kind of go the other way. There's a reason that they're doing this here. He must be the biggest threat in the match.
He's just got a big mouth and people hate him.
Dre White putting the boots to Zay Vega there.
I think the people are going to be torn between Dre White and Zay Vega. Both of them super popular here with the NAWA crowd. And you got to say, Max Carnage is kind of the wild card in this matchup.
Big boot to the gut.
We're going to get a sensational DDT here.
Butterfly suplex.
Beautiful suplex there. You see the champion crawling in a hurry to break up that pinfall because he saw that title slipping out of his grasp right there.
Good. Good job. Very smart move by Zay Vega. Dre White's put a lot of people away with that butterfly suplex.
And only gets a 2 count. Almost thought it was a 3 there. You saw Dre clutching at his left shoulder there for a second. A kick while he's down. And this is basically turned into a singles matchup right now.
Well, not yet, not anymore.
I don't know what Vega's doing. I wouldn't have turned my attention away from the down man in the ring. Maybe he's trying to get rid of everybody. Here we go, all the action spilling out to the floor.
Steve's pulled. Nobody can win the match right now. Everybody's out. Steve's back in by himself.
Should the referee be making the 10 count here? Running Superman punch from Vega. Right in back into the ring he goes. But Steve Allen there to greet him. Not a very good greeting if you ask me.
Big X-Flex.
Planted him right there to Steve Allen. Max Carnage there for the breakup. Man, it's going everywhere here. I can't keep up. Thank God we don't have to have people tagging in and out of this.
Oh, that would be even worse. That's something you don't see it very often in almost a 3 count there. You don't see a headlock in a scramble match very often. Interesting strategy by Carnage.
Here we go. Shoots him off into the ropes as Allen Oh, goodness gracious.
Big power bomb.
Look in the background, you see Dre White has mounted Zay Vega, dropping punches. And now takes a boot right to the back. Look, he's just trying to get rid of Dre White, puts him out on the floor. Steve Allen is trying to eliminate everybody out of the ring, but he's giving Max Carnage plenty of time to recover here.
Oh, not anymore.
He's got him up across his back. Wiggles that down.
You think a torture right there? I don't know.
I don't know, but look what's, oh, double clothesline. Both men thinking the same thing. Look out here on the floor. Dre White trying to eliminate Vega, running his back right in that ring post. You know, that don't feel good.
Not at all. That'll give you a spinal adjustment for sure.
Now Carnage and Allen are out of the square circle. Dre White going up to the top rope.
He's in the high rent district.
Oh, God, big axe handle off the top. Now Carnage has mounted the top rope as well. Here he comes. Big karate chop right across the, or is that a judo chop? Oh, that doesn't matter. He got kicked in the balls. Kicked in the balls there, Curtis.
Has he got a torture rack? Oh my goodness, into a driver.
Christ.
That should do it.
Holy Christ, the Shining Wizard there to the back of the head from Vega.
Vega picking the bones here.
And a kick.
Steve Allen had this one. Vega's going to steal his title.
Exclamation point.
Vega retains the title, stealing victory from Steve Allen here, who had this wrapped up in my estimation. But Vega, a crafty champion as always, able to win and retain.
Zay Vega still your NAWA television champion after an impressive victory over 3 opponents in this fatal four-way scramble. It was fatal for sure, but my God, what a way to retain the belt. And I don't see Vega relinquishing that strap anytime soon. He's held it for a very long time here in NAWA. And he continues to be on a roll.
At this time, I present to you the birthday boy himself, Mr. Number 1, George South. George, happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
And at this time, since you've got over AJ Frost, your next contender, according to NAWA Matchmakers, is the throwback, Brooklyn's own Curtis Robertson.
You know something? I am so excited in NAWA. I want to thank everybody in the office. I want to thank all the fans. Mr. Number 1's birthday's coming up, 62 years old, and I am so excited to be there again in NAWA. But, you know, it's not going to be a sweet homecoming for Mr. Curtis. You see, all of a sudden, I got through AJ Frost, as you mentioned, and now Curtis wants this belt. I'm going through them all. It's my birthday. Curtis, happy birthday, because you're not getting this belt.
Well, we just heard from the NAWA Carolinas heavyweight champion, Mr. Number 1, George South, and he is going to be putting that title on the line right here this week on the program against the throwback Curtis Robertson in what a huge, huge match. Stay tuned for George South versus Curtis Robertson. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
My lovely wife, Miss Angel Valiant, AWW. Angels Wrestling Wear. She did this whole outfit on me. My goodness, she could do anything. Masks, bandanas, hey, you name it. Tights, trunks, robes. Captain Joe, come here, Cap.
Made this whole outfit to me. You know, look at that, look at that. Look at that, man. Look
Captain Joe, baby. Hey, she can do anything. Hey, give her a call.
For all your pro wrestling gear needs, visit angelswrestlingwear.weebly.com. If you can dream it, Angel can make it.
Be there, and she'll do you well. Yeah.
Oh, my brothers and sisters, Thunderbolt Patterson has been outcast. Say it, yes sir, outcast from our flock, and we will not allow him back into our flock. Not even.
What we can't allow is your boy Danny Deal say, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Had a flat tire, Car broke down. I don't even know if I got a car anymore, but I do know I got deals at highspots.com.
Highspots.com is your one-stop shop for the wrestling fan. Get books, DVDs, Blu-rays, magazines, memorabilia. You can even get your own wrestling ring at highspots.com.
Deals.
Highspots.com.
Highspots.com.
Oh, feel it in your soul. Highspots.com. It's like heaven for the wrestling world.
Here we are in Morganton, North Carolina. At this time, my guest, one Robert Allen. Mr. Allen, I recently saw your promo that you cut on one Mr. Big Donnie. I did not sense any atonement in your promo, and even farther than that, I see you wish to end his career. So I am the informant here. NAWA management, they granted the champ a shot at you. You are getting a title shot.
Damn right.
But, however, there is one small little caveat. The champion has called this match. NAWA matchmakers are granting it. And you're going to be competing against Big Donnie in a Bullrope, Burke County Bullrope match. What say you, Robert Allen?
He thinks he has the advantage just because he's the biggest, baddest brawler here in Morganton. Absolutely not. I came here with one mission, Donnie. If you want a bull rope, that's absolutely okay. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to wrap it around your neck, and I'm going to squeeze until you have no life left in your eyes. And I'm going to do it in front of your entire family and all the bozos you love here in Morganton. And I'm going to take your title, Justina, raise it in the sky, and it's going straight back to Allentown because all roads lead to me, Donald.
Well, we just heard from the Allentown bruiser, Robert Allen, as he prepares for this Burke County Bull Rope match against the NAWA heavyweight champion, Big Donnie. This feud has gone on for a long time. We thought it came to a conclusion in the War Games after the titles were returned to Big Donnie and the other champions here if the Allens stole them. But Robert Allen has laid the challenge, and you know our champion, Big Donnie, is a fighting champion. He's accepted this fight for a Burke County Bull Rope match. That is your main event this week. Big Donnie defending the NAWA heavyweight title against Robert Allen in a Burke County Bull Rope match.
Standing here at the Mark Henderson Arena, I'm in Morganton, North Carolina. The crowd is electric, and at this time, I'm bringing to you the man who has the big gold belt back around his waist. Well, maybe not his waist, maybe his big shoulder. The super heavyweight champion of the NAWA. We're talking Big Donnie. The purveyor of the seismic splash. Big D, come on in here, sir. And I just want to inform you, the NAWA management, they have granted your request to meet up with one Robert Allen, the man who stole your belt, and you got it back, sir, in the War Games. Well, at this time, they're going to up the ante a little bit and also grant you the champion's prerogative on naming the stipulation of your title match. If you want to inform the fans, inform poor Mr. Allen how it's going to go down.
Mr. Allen, they granted this match, and I didn't have to beg. You're going to be begging me to quit. Tonight is the night you're ended. They may as well have signed your death certificate, Robert. You see this around my neck? I told them I wanted a Burke County Bull Rope match. Tonight, Robert, you're going to school. I've had enough of you and your brothers. I'm going to beat you and beat you with them. Tonight, it ends. Me or you, one of us is going home, the loser. And we all know who that is.
Well, George South is set to defend the NAWA Carolinas Championship here in this huge matchup right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. The Carolinas title is on the line. As you see the belt around the waist of the champion, he's going to be taking on that guy in the corner, the throwback Curtis Robertson. The people going crazy here for the champion, the wrestling legend, Mr. Number One. What is Harkey doing? Why is he in front of Curtis over there? Jeez. Being a human shield for the opponent here. And now you see the belt being taken off the waist of the champion and now being presented to the challenger. Can Curtis walk out of here with the championship belt? Look at that beautiful championship belt that George South won at the NAWA Bunkhouse Stampede. And ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't seen the Bunkhouse Stampede, you can check that out on highspots.tv or our YouTube channel, the Carolina Historic Wrestling Archives. As I said, you can catch us each and every Saturday at noon, but Curtis, get in the ring. The match is about to start. You don't leave till you get beat. And the fans clearly behind George South here on his birthday here at the George South Birthday Spectacle. I wonder why it's a spectacle and not a spectacular. We're going to have to ask that. Maybe that's something we can ask Curtis whenever he decides to come. I don't even know if he's going to be able to come back here for the rest of the show or not. He may get beat up too bad, but look at that cheap fake gold. It's got to be fake gold. If it was me, I wouldn't bring real gold here to Burke County, but that's just me. I'm not saying they're going to steal it or try to rob you, but I just wouldn't do that. But now we're about to get down to business here. The bell is rung. The title is up for grabs. It's George South's birthday. Curtis Robertson looking to play the spoiler here and ruin the birthday celebration. You know, usually someone else gets to do the George South birthday show, but hey, we did it this year, so what? Big deal, get over it. Hey, we gave him a George South cake. Not a belt, but we gave him a cake. But here we go, a lockup here now, and into a side headlock. George definitely has the advantage in experience. Big shoulder tackle. As we all know, George South is pretty much trained every wrestler here in the Southeast, the Carolinas for sure, and he definitely trained Curtis Robertson back in 2021 is when he started, and he's been watching him grow. But I think this might be the first time these two have ever stepped in the ring as a singles match. I believe that to be the fact here. Curtis has grown a lot over his time here in NAWA, but is that going to be enough growth to defeat the champion? Not looking too good right now as George is taking care of business. Curtis kind of stalling here. You know, George likes to talk. You give him a chance to talk, he's going to talk. But here we go, another lockup here. Taking control of that wrist and the arm, and now just wrenching it. And now trips up Robertson, down he goes. And look here, he's lacing those fingers, interlocking them in here and just torquing on that shoulder, torquing on that wrist. Now he's got the thumb. And Curtis is begging off here. He don't want to get his wrist or fingers snapped, but the people want George to do it. Maybe that's his birthday present. He's going to break a bone here on Curtis Robertson. The throwback is in some trouble. That arm is in jeopardy here. And George South just toying with him. Taking his time, and now he's got that thumb once again. Oh, God, that couldn't feel good. As he just got his hand and his fingers stomped on by the boot of the NAWA Carolinas champion. He's trying to recover from that. He's trying to tell Harkey that that's illegal. I'd like to see him call a timeout with them fingers all mangled up after that boot stomped on him. Trying to get the feeling back into his hand. Here we go. George not going to let him do it. We got another lock up here. And right back, taking control of the arm, goes George South. And now look here, big reversal from the throwback. And now, finally getting some offense in is Robertson. What's South going to do? Give him a big boot. Oh, another one from Curtis there. Shoots him into the buckle, nobody home. South dodge out of the way at the last second. And he goes right back to the arm. Now he got him in that arm bar. And it looks like the South is going to focus his attack here on the arm of Curtis Robertson. The people chanting to break it. They want to see Curtis Robertson have a broken bone here on the George South birthday spectacle. I don't know. I don't think George will oblige, but he might. Who knows? He's got that arm bar cinched in, but Robertson throws him into the ropes. Goes for a hip toss. No. South plants his weight, reverses it, and delivers one right there to the throwback. Threw him right back onto his back there, and now it goes right to the back, trips him up again, and takes the control of that arm, bending that wrist back. No, he's got the thumb. I think the people clearly want to see the birthday boy win, but look here, just, gosh, that's got to be painful. It don't look painful, but he's got the fingers of Robertson. He's definitely not going to be able to call a timeout here during this matchup. Unless he uses, I don't know how you use one hand, but look here, South now yanking back, and you see Robertson writhing around in pain. And going right back to the arm is South, and into an arm bar again. He's really controlling the throwback here. That Carolina's championship looks to be on the side of George South very comfortably here so far in this match, but Robertson's going to have to do something to gain an advantage here. He's got the arm bar cinched in tight. Robertson throws him off, able to get out of that arm bar, but takes a tackle and he goes down. And now George South just standing over his opponent, coming off the ropes. Big elbow there, and he finally takes down the champion. Goes for a pinfall. Robertson only gets a 2 there after that elbow taking the champion down, and now Robertson cinching on this hold. He's going to try to wear the champion out. He's going to try to sap some of that energy out of Mr. Number 1 here. You hear the people, they're roaring here inside the Mark Henderson Arena here in Morgan, North Carolina at the Burke County Fairgrounds. Getting behind the champion. Robertson telling him to shut up. Back up to his feet as South fights his way out, coming off the rope, full head of steam, but goes back down with that elbow. Goes for a pinfall attempt. Does Robertson, but only gets a 2, and now right back to this hold he goes. Trying to wear the champion down as much as he possibly can. And the champion has got to get up. South has got to get up. I think he said he caught that elbow right in his mouth. The people clapping. George trying to feel the people to get back up to a vertical base here. And this move, ladies and gentlemen, I know it doesn't look very painful, but he's got that knee, the point of his knee jammed right into his spine, making South work hard here. And now Robertson just comfortable here to hold him in position as long as he can. South trying to get up. Robertson back up to his feet. South gets up. Coming off the ropes. Once again, oh, catches him in an abdominal stretch. He's got him right dead center in the ring. Great positioning by the throwback here. South's not going to be able to reach those ropes. He's going to have to fight his way out of this hold. Look there, takes the leg over, gives him a hip toss right out of that abdominal stretch. Going for the claw. Claw, it looked like. Oh, big right hand. South had that hand out like he was going to go for the claw submission, just like Blackjack Mulligan. But Robertson ducked right underneath and caught him with a big right hand there. And the champion is down. The birthday boy is on the mat. And look here, he's got him in that dreaded, that deadly nerve hold. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, these holds, they don't look painful at all to you on TV or while you're watching it, but you're not being clamped down by the hands of Curtis Robertson right now like George South is. I think you can see the pain on the face. He's wincing here from this nerve hold. But South is going to have to get back up to his feet. Every time Robertson gets South down, he puts these holds on him, trying to wear him down over this match so that championship title comes home with him, and he ruins George South's birthday here on his show. It's a George South birthday special. And nobody better to do it than Curtis Robertson to ruin it, because, you know, that's just how he does. He just shows up and he ruins your day. He does it to me every time he shows up in the commentary booth. Oh, big elbow once again takes Robertson down. I really don't like many people from Brooklyn, New York. I don't even think he's actually from Brooklyn, New York. But here we go once again. Every time South mounts some type of offense, Curtis is able to cut him back off and goes right back to these holes. Now he's back to that nerve hold. And South is in some pain here. The people still cheering for him. The people want the birthday boy to win this big-time Carolina's championship match here. But Robertson trying to play the spoiler. And he's got him down. He's just clenching that nerve hold on tight. Tighter and tighter. And our official, John Harkey, he's right there in the middle of this, making sure that South does not want to submit, does not want to give up. I think it's going to take more than a nerve hold to make George South give up on his birthday and to give up on that championship reign that he's had since winning the title at the Bunkhouse Stampede. South now trying to fight his way back up, and he's able to get up to one knee. The people going crazy here. He's kind of hulking up, it looked like. A couple of elbow shots off the ropes he comes. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, big boot from South. Oh, and he's got the war dance in memory of Wahoo McDaniel. Big chop. Down goes Robertson. Down goes Robertson. Shoots him off. Big steamboat chop. Cuts him in half. 1, 2, 3, and NAWA Carolina's champion. George South retains here on his birthday, on the George South birthday spectacle. That steamboat chop went through Curtis Robertson like a hot knife through butter and ended him. And there he is with the Carolina's championship. Successful birthday. Happy birthday to George South. We thank you for being such a huge part of here at NAWA. And we're happy to have you representing the Carolinas with that belt.
I am standing here at the Mark Henderson Arena at the famous Morganton Fairgrounds in Morganton, North Carolina. I am with the cardio connoisseur, Thomas Extreme. Thomas, at this time, NAWA matchmakers. Got a good one for you. Got a good one for the fans here in Morganton. A first-time confrontation. Thomas Extreme versus the Carolina Dreamer.
Carolina Dreamer, you know, I do my homework. When I'm told I have a match, I look up who I'm supposed to wrestle. And you know, I don't get it. I don't understand what I did. The NAWA is always against me, always putting me in the ring with dudes twice my size. But I will say that to be that size, he is very agile. But you know what? It's the cardio legend, Thomas Extreme, the cardio desperado versus the pony boy, Stay Golden. Carolina Dreamer, because you're facing Thomas Extreme.
Well, we just heard from the king of cardio, the god of cardio, the cardio Casanova, Thomas Extreme, as he prepares to take on the Carolina Dreamer, Pony Johnson, right here next week on NAWA Championship Wrestling, and what is sure to be an exciting match that you are not going to want to miss. But right now, we're going to take it back to Guy Tonight. He's standing by with the Carolina Dreamer.
GT here, doing the scene. I'm with the Carolina Dreamer. Dreamer, sir, at this time, you take on the cardio aficionado. He is the king of extreme. He is Thomas Extreme. Now, as I see it, and most wrestling fans will see it in the NAWA, we see a contrast of styles. Your power versus his finesse. What you think, brother?
Well, it's like this, guys. It's like this. Always remember this. The rabbit don't always win the race. Matter of fact, he don't win the race. The turtle does. So guess what's getting ready to happen, Thomas Extreme? You got one part of the gym correct. You got a little bit of cardio, but see what I've got? I've got power. I've got cardio. I've got all that. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You know, Bruce Lee said a story one time. He said it like this. He said, it's hard for me to even fight a wrestler. You know why? or a big guy because if he grabs you, he's going to get you on the ground. Brother, you're going to be sucking wind when I get a hold of you at NAWA show. You can believe this. That cardio better come in handy, but one thing's for sure, the cardio ain't going to help you kick out at the 1, 2, 3. That's for sure.
Well, Donnie and Robert Allen are in the ring now for this Bullrope match, this Burke County Bullrope match for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship. It is on the line, Curtis, and this is going to be an intense showdown here between two heated rivals in Big Donnie and Robert Allen.
Yeah, these guys have been at each other's throats for quite a while here, and hopefully, one way or the other tonight, we can get a conclusion to their issues with one another.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get a conclusion or not. This all started when all the Allen brothers assaulted and attacked Big Donnie after a title defense against Aunt Dominic, and then they wound up stealing the title from him. And it all came to a conclusion in the Thunderdome War Games, where Robert Allen submitted. He quit after Big Donnie kept splashing him while he was tied up with that bull rope, being held by Big Nasty. And that's why we have this bull rope match. Robert Allen is looking for revenge.
You got to stop with this stole the titles business. They found it. Okay.
No, he found that cowboy hat. They stole the tag belts. They stole the TV title. They stole that beautiful big gold NAWA heavyweight title and tried to claim them as theirs. Curtis, that's what the Thunderdome was about.
Fake news. We're going to have to agree to disagree. All right.
Okay.
You've got your own set of facts at home.
Okay, DJT. I'm just calling what I see.
It sounds like you're putting a little bit of a spin on it there. You've got an agenda.
I don't even know what an agenda is. But Donnie has been holding on to that belt for a very long time. And this may be the last time that belt is in his grasp, because Robert Allen always slapped him.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Who does that just before the bell?
Well, the bell's rung, and now look here. We got a tug of war going on.
That's not going to work, Robert.
Well, it worked for Big Donnie as he just threw him into that turnbuckle. And now a body slam. Oh, God. You got to remember that rope is tied around your wrist. There's a chance you get tangled up in that thing. And now Robert Allen, he's got that belt on the floor.
Well, you can't get away with it right now. You're tied to Donnie.
All you got to do is just take it off. But look here, he's trying to pull. Trying to pull the big man through the ropes. Didn't work out for him again. I don't think Allen understands the.
Oh, boy.
Understands physics. But big cross body takes the champion down there, and they got to get that belt out of here. Curtis, you know, there's no rules in this Burke County Bull Rope match. The first pinfall or submission, we're not doing that sissy crap where you got to touch the four corners to win. We want to see somebody get the crap beat out of them and actually win this title.
Well, I think the four corners is for a strap match. Well, this is
also
a strap, it's a rope.
Well, it's the same thing. A rope is a strap.
No, one's made of leather.
Okay, you don't even know the rule book. You call timeouts. I can't believe anything you say.
Back chop. Those fighting words. That's right. That's what I would do there. Wrap it around his eyes, wrap around his neck, and choke him out.
He had it wrapped around his nose, obstructing the breathing of Big Donnie. Donnie back up to his feet, yanks him down. Holy Christ. Robert Allen was running away, but got brought back to reality real quick.
Looked like he was trying to get ahead of steam for one of his running moves here, but he's got to remember, he's attached by the wrist to his opponent. That's not going to work today. You got to change strategies.
Oh, God, that's got to be giving Robert Allen nightmares at a Thunderdome cage match.
Yeah, flashbacks for sure. And knock the wind out of you.
Introducing him to the turnbuckle head first.
Oh, boy.
Another splash. God, Lord. I think Robert Allen's been splashed enough, don't you think?
He probably thinks so. Oh.
Right back into a body slam, and Donnie just give him the seismic splash here. No, big elbow. Oh!
Nobody home. Now it's time to capitalize, Robert. There you go, new champion.
A Burke County Bull Rope match. There you go, Curtis. He's doing what you want.
That's right. That's what I would do.
He's wrapping it right around the throat of the champion and trying to choke him out.
There you go. Choke him unconscious, then pin him. Go home.
Look at how red
the gold.
Look how red the head of Donnie's getting.
There you go.
God, he's got it cinched under.
He's got him now.
The chins of Donnie, and now lays him flat down on the mat.
Donnie, not all the way out there, able to kick out. No, go back and choke him again. That was working.
What is Steve Allen doing out here?
Yeah,
He's got a steel chair. This isn't illegal, Curtis. This is.
It looks like his brother needed a seat. He's helping him out. What's wrong with that?
Look here, power bombs his own brother on top of the champion. I would have used a steel chair, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
1, 2. Not good enough. That steel chair may have knocked him unconscious, not that power bomb. We got an appearance by one, Allen. You think we're going to see the other two, Curtis?
Yeah, we're in this one, Allen. There's usually 4, so it's certainly possible.
Now that steel chair is going to be brought into play here as Robert Allen lays it flat down on the mat. What's he going to do? DDT him? Can he get the big man down? No, he cannot. Oh, God. Sit-out choke slam.
Oh, my goodness.
Onto a steel chair. Only good enough for a 2 count.
Big Donnie full of surprises here. Haven't seen him use the sit-out choke slam recently.
Donnie is more agile and athletic than he looks. He definitely don't look like the athlete of today.
Yeah, he didn't dodge that.
Well, not many people can dodge a steel chair being thrown at you like a fastball, connecting squarely on the head and face of Donnie. And now Robert Allen, I don't know why Robert is trying to get him off the mat. I would keep him down. The big man needs to be down, in my opinion, Curtis.
That I agree with you, but maybe he thinks he hadn't softened him up enough yet to get the victory.
What a discus forearm, and now a drop kick gets the champion back down in the corner and running.
Another drop kick.
And Allen starting to put together some moves here. I think our champion is in trouble. Only gets a 1 count. And Donnie grabbing his face. I think Donnie might not know where he's at right now.
Yeah, I think that chair to the face there is disoriented him.
Well, he probably should realize he's in Burke County. He don't ever really leave it.
He's going on instinct at this point.
Now, what has Robert Allen got in store? He's got that steel chair, and he's got himself coming off the second rope. Nobody there.
Home.
Not disoriented enough, or Donnie just instinctively rolled out of the way there with that chair about to be crushed right across his face. Allen getting back up to his feet. Donnie also up to his feet. But they're linked together by that rope. Arm drag.
Arm drag.
And he's got the rope around the throat. When he caught him with that arm drag, Curtis, he got him with the rope too, and he's choking him. He's trying to fight out. And a right to the eyes. I thought he was going to choke him with that rope, but I guess Robert was able to wiggle his way out pretty quick.
These guys do not like one another here. There's a lot of angry intent going on here. That eye rake had a little extra mustard on it. That arm drag had a little extra mustard on it. These guys are pulling out all the stops.
Now coming off the ropes of Robert, and another arm drag. Another arm drag. And Donnie he got that rope right back around the throat. He's choking him out.
Yeah, this is unacceptable. Who behaves this way?
Big Donnie and the Allens do, because they're in the middle of a Burke County Bullrope match.
Who puts a rope around a guy's neck and tries to choke him out?
Well, these guys do. I just said that. And he's choking him out. The life is leaving the body. The lights are getting. He's out. He's out. The bell's rung, Curtis.
Oh my goodness, we've got ourselves a championship defense for Big Donnie here.
The Burke County Bullrope match is over, and Big Donnie has choked out Robert Allen to successfully defend that title. Robert, he's barely moving here after being choked out here by Big Donnie.
Big Donnie's craftiness here, getting the arm drag and then slipping that rope around the neck and cutting off the blood supply to the brain.
Well, he's been NAWA champion for a while now. Here come the other Allens. I'm really surprised they didn't play more of a role in this matchup. Will this be the last we see of Big Donnie against the Allens? Only time will tell, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. That's all the time we got. Tell them goodbye, Curtis.
Goodbye, Curtis.
So long for now.